I'ma shut it for you, punk. Hit ya with the punk tactics. 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 Hit you with the hard punk tactics. Bankrolls come straight for the assets. No games, no throw, won't pass it. Pick you up, spit you out like Jurassic. Oh, no for the rigmarole, we kick pros. Stub toes, I suppose you might know. Hit the block, then you flock. Time's up, now you're about to get clocked. Aye. Spicy like pepper, 1-2-stepper. Laid back, motivated, money go getter. Never felt better, write me love letters. Shooting up the spike chain, Megadeth tether. Get over here like Scorpion. Put you to sleep, cold Vulcan. Should I assist you, or do you get the picture? If you don't budge, I'm gonna have to hit you. Hit ya with the punk tactics. 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 Yo, the lace is loose and fist tight. I never lose a fist fight. Sun up and up all night. If I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it right. A to the R to the A to the E. F what you think, I'ma stay G. H is for hot, cause that's what I be. IJK, I'm cold like Slurpee. Ooh, goddamn, I drop bombs. I was born with the brains and the brawn. I am the king, and you're just a pawn. Who's got the high ground now, Obi-Wan? Alphabet rhymes like chicken noodle soup. Two-door beamer, pick you up in the coop. Shooting for the hoop, jiggy on the loose. Shark mentality, like my name Bruce. Hit you with the punk tactics. 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 Hit you with the punk tactics.
Ladies and gentlemen.
To a beast right in
Oh,
front of me.
that's on a playlist, huh? That's I didn't tell it to start from the playlist, but that track is on a playlist I have. I guess it loaded. Oh no, I did set it in as a playlist because it was the easiest way to find the track that I knew was on a playlist. That's on me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those who do not feel represented by an oppressive gender binary, hello and welcome. I'm September, you're whoever the hell you say you are, and I love that for you. We are just gonna go ahead and play some fucking one of this game. It's gonna be great. It's Vampire Survivors. Perhaps you're familiar with Vampire Survivors if you're a person who plays video games sometime in the last 3 years. When the fuck did Vampire Survivors release? Let's have a look. Let's learn things. Released 2021, 4 years ago. Well, not 4 years ago. It's in December. It's closer to 3, 4. Math. Anyway, Vampire Survivors. I should probably, like, bring up the music, right? Because I'm certain I do not have this music on it. Anything close to a useful... Yeah, it's down. It's all the way down. Let's just crank it all the way up. And turn the sounds to... there. You can have classic or blast process sound effects. I think that's new from the last time I played this. I haven't played Vampire Survivors in a while. Really. I did just a little bit ago to make sure everything worked. But I haven't sat down and played a full round of Vampire Survivors since the Contra DLC came out. I was trying to keep up with the DLCs because it's a great game. And these devs deserve your money if you have money to throw at devs. Stop that. We're just gonna start on easy mode with Poe. And what do we want to play at? Do we want to just start at the Mad Forest? Let's just start at the Mad Forest. How does that music sound? It looks like it's It looks like it's fine. There's actually not a way for me to raise it up any at the moment, so it'll just have to be. What of these Arcana actually interplays with Poe's thing? Blood Astronomica. Listed weapons also emit special damaging zones affected by amount and magnet. Enemies within magnet range take damage based on amount. That's great. I love magnet. It gratefully lights up the garlic for us if it's on the like there. Listed weapons get +1 amount. The character's main weapon and its evolution gain 3 amount instead. So that just like gives us a very well upgraded piece of garlic. The cooldown of the listed weapons reduces when moving. I think that's good to start with, actually. So, Vampire Survivors. If you've not played Vampire Survivors, it is a game where you are a little person. You are walking around a big, largely empty map, being attacked by waves and waves of enemies. And your goal is to survive for 15 or 30 or 60 minutes. It depends on the level and modifiers. I think this is 30 because I don't have modifiers going. But we'll see how that plays. Poe begins with a bulb of garlic, which just creates a damaging zone around him, a very small damaging zone around him. Enemies drop experience as you kill them. You pick it up, and you get eventually that bar at the top filled to bring you to a level up where you get to pick a new weapon or upgrade an existing one based on whatever you roll. We have Shadow Pinion, generates damaging zones when moving, strikes when stopping. Armadillo allows you to just choose an extra passive weapon. There are active weapons like the garlic and passive weapons that do things to your stats mostly. They don't do damage directly. Also, the pentagram. I'm not going to play with the pentagram. Let's take Armadillo, actually. And what do we want to take? A Tractor. Because I didn't take the magnet thing, but wow, do I love having the capability for these little experience gems to be dragged to me. Because if you don't have something like this, then they just stay where they fall on the ground, and you have to go pick them up manually, and that is a thing. We have a number of very strange weapons in here, because like I said, I was keeping up with the DLCs for a while. And that means that we have the Contra, and there's 2 DLCs that are based on, like, generic fantasy tropes, but they're original characters and stuff. And then there's one that's Contra, one that's Castlevania that I don't have, and one that's Among Us. So we have Life Sign Scan from Among Us, restores HP based on amount and recovery. Poe's sort of not supposed to lose HP. What with the damaging cloud and all, so... Strikes at nearest enemy, damage further multiplied by might. I think let's just re-roll this. We have a number of re-rolls and skips and vanishes because this is still the old save, and I spent a lot of time playing this fucking game. Let's go with Duplicator. I don't think Duplicator works with the garlic, but it'll work with everything else. Which is the closest, that top one? So, to the sides and top and bottom of the screen, there are little golden arrows. The little golden arrows show pictures of passive and active weapons in them. Those are on the field, we just gotta walk to them. And I really want that spinach, because spinach just upgrades your damage straight up. Paula Abdul. And... I don't know, I like more damage myself. Oh, wonderful. So, other thing that happens with your passive and active weapons is that some of them stack. So we could choose the lightning ring here on this level up, we're probably going to. which sends down a lightning strike at a random enemy every couple of seconds. But it says that it evolves with the Duplicator. This does work with Duplicator, so it's going to be sending 2 lightning strikes at random enemies every couple seconds. And when you have both of the... Oh, 4, excuse me. And if we manage to fully level up both the active and passive weapon, then it evolves into a newer, better weapon. So to that end, let's take another lightning ring. I'm just looking at them. They're like... our enemies are basically barely animated. But it's very nice pixel art on them. I kind of want to go to the bestiary and see these up close. Just because they put some abs on that zombie and on that undead, and I really do want to see the undead abs. Oop. Here comes a swarm of bats. Again, they have so little health that they die the second they get close to me into my field, but they're trying. Another garlic. Oop, picked up a... Actually, I don't know what that item is supposed to be in-game, but it gives you fire breath. It kind of looks like a very hot sponge, but I don't think it's a very hot sponge. I don't even really know what that would mean. I guess lava? Lava's a liquid, right? You could probably sponge it up if you had a particularly good sponge. Right? I don't know, I'm just sort of picturing what the... I guess the implications of wringing it out, even if that did work, and you were wearing asbestos gloves or whatever, let's re-roll this. There we go, more garlic. Like just sort of squeezing a sponge full of lava would absolutely fucking put you in a bad place. Like, the splashback on that would absolutely toast your arms and chest, I'd assume. Well, let's take a new active weapon. We have Magic Wand, we're not going to do Pentagram, and Spellbinder. Which increases duration of weapon effects by 10. Neither of our weapons have, like, a duration thing. Let's just take Magic Wand. Which shoots a couple sparkly little blue projectiles out from us that auto-track our enemies. Everything auto-fires. Again, if you've not played Vampire Survivors before, I'm not 100% who that person would be, but if you are that person, I want to be here to accommodate you. So, do we want to take 8 the Sparrow? So here's the thing about 8 the Sparrow. There's 8 the Sparrow, and then there's another one that I can't remember the name of right now. And when you get them both, they evolve into each other and create a much bigger weapon. If we take this, we're sort of trying to live in the world where we get the other one. I don't know if I want to run those odds. Fuck it. We're having fun today. This is a stream, we're just here to have fun and fuck around. We're not being graded on this. Would be silly too. Alright, I was going for the spinach, that's why I'm walking to the right. Gotta get ourselves over there. How much further we got? No, not very long. We get a new Arcana card here in a moment. Or I say in a moment, is it 5 minutes? I actually can't remember when it clicks on. Uh-oh, so this is a fun wave. It's the one where these angry little flowers surround you and slowly close in, while a few really massive undead folks come at you. Oh, right, and the big praying mantis. Get that up. Treasure chest. Haven't gotten one of those yet. So, eventually, like, larger enemies will start dropping treasure chests. You just walk out and grab them. It does an incredibly fun animation where it rolls through all of the upgrades you could get, like a slot machine, and then eventually lands on one. Or, sometimes it will give you 3 at once, or 5 at once, with increasing levels of triumphant music and glittery sparkle effects. We're just gonna keep going for these other spinaches that we can see on the map. Because, like, the enemy... Here's the thing, is that the enemies are gonna keep spawning anyway. And standing still can get you overwhelmed pretty quickly, so... Moving around is good, and... having the little spinach bits on the map. The spinaches, there's also like an empty heart and a ring that does a very specific thing. But having all of those on the map, it gives you at least a goal to walk towards, rather than just sort of circling around doing nothing. You know us, we love having goals. You want to take Pomarola to make the garlic better. Like, yeah, I don't see a great reason why we wouldn't. Especially because, it's, like, again, we shouldn't be losing much health because stuff kinda can't get near to us. Especially not when we freeze them all like that. Let's just level up the garlic again. We only need like one more before that's done, right? Yeah. Oh, there's another treasure chest. So, the other thing about treasure chests is that they are the way that you upgrade weapons once they are fully upgraded. The way to evolve them into something else is both have the thing, the passive weapon that you need also, and to hit a treasure chest. Because they only come out of those. You can't get them through a level up. I don't think, unless that's been changed. Again, it's been a while. it seems pretty core to the way the whole sort of reward structure works, so I can't imagine they would change it, but maybe they did. I really want to take out this bat. There we go. Oh, we hit the, one of the magnet orbs on the field. So, despite the fact that I do have the attract orb going, I'm still missing some because it has a limited range. I'm still missing some of the, energy, the experience crystals. But when you hit an attract orb that's on the field, like I just did, it takes all of the crystals that are still on the field anywhere and pulls them towards you. So we might get a level up here real quick. Oh, no, the attract orb's mostly been doing its job. I didn't leave that many on the floor. Oh, no, more coming in, just from a distance. Kirijisu revives once for 50% health, and it's the thing that helps evolve the, Ate the Sparrow. I can't remember what the other one's called. It doesn't matter, we'll see when we get it, right? Whoa, Fiera del Tufalo is what it's called. Wild, okay. Game skill, no luck involved. Wow, y'all just aren't going down, huh? Shit. Well, we'll just stay here and let, our wind guns just sort of take out this massive praying mantis. Hey, hang on. Lightning Ring still has a ways to go, but let's get it leveled anyway. Alright, we've gotten a little too close to the encroaching wall of daffodils, so let's try and shift to the other corner. God, that's such slow going. That's not a color of treasure chest I've ever seen before. It's, I don't know, I'd go with gray, but probably the game would want me to say silver. Sure, whatever, another trapdoor, please and thank you. Oh, okay, here's the skeleton wave. It's a big wave of skeletons. What's fun about the skeletons is they're tough, but not that tough. So as long as you've been, like, building pretty well, you can just kind of walk over them. I presume that's the skill tester, right? It's like, here's the point at which you need to know what you're doing, or else you're gonna get flattened. Do we want to take Empty Tome? I mean, yeah, we can just take Empty Tome. It's the other thing that evolves. That evolves our Magic Wand. Which I don't think we've been taking too many level ups for, but is still in there. And Fire Wand's the other one. Yeah, sure. We are getting pretty good fucking rolls. Now all that's left is to just level this shit out of our, Fiera del Tufalo and Ate the Sparrow. It took a second to actually remember what the things were called. Well, that's another one, isn't it? Okay, so that chest is like, shadowy and steamy. Let's pick up the Shadowy Steamy chest, I guess. Oh, this is the Arcana drop. Okay. What do we have that actually intersects with anything we do? None of this. Iron Blue Will listed weapon projectiles. Don't know why I tripped over that so hard. Gain up to 3 bounces and might pass through enemies and walls. I think let's just reroll. Armor also affects listed weapons damage and reflects enemy damage. Character gains bonus damage depending on missing health. I don't even reroll again. Yeah, Gemini. Oh no, wait, does that matter? No, it doesn't. Lots of pearls does, though. Let's take that. What's great is, once we manage to combine our cross guns, then they're gonna empty one of those spaces so we can pick up just a whole nother active weapon. That mistake. Let's take Lightning Ring, because that's all of Lightning Ring, and I think that's... no, but let's see if we can get it to level up anyway. Only one thing in the chest. And it's more Fire Wand. And some money. Money is the persistent thing. It'll get added to our sort of bank at the end of the game. You use it to buy permanent upgrades, but none of them are... Well, I was about to say none of them are terribly useful, but they are. Oh, hey, that's the upgrade for Garlic. It's called Soul Eater. Evolved Garlic steals hearts, power increases when recovering HP. So, while regular Garlic just did damage in a small area around us, this now does lifesteal in a small area around us. Or, I say small area, it's not so small anymore. It is like a big dark spot right in the middle of the screen. Just crush all that. More magic wand, more magic wand. Let's take that duplicator. Because that'll evolve our magic ring, but it's also just really, really useful to have. Did we get all of the spinaches on the board? I think we did. Yeah, let's go grab that attract orb that I can see over there on the mini-map, and let that finance a couple of levels for us. Ape the Sparrow, Magic Wand. Okay, so what's the next thing to walk to? Do we want the empty heart? It'll take us a while to get over there. We can decide once we're a little closer, I guess. Oh, hang on. Let's grab this chest before we get too far away from it. I would really like to get like a multi-treasure chest. It's just, they feel so good. Oh, hey, there we go. Got the lightning ring leveled up? Yeah, it is. Nope, not that. I'm trying to remember what the hell it, oh, right, that's what it does. It does just a shit ton of lightning now. It's just kind of forever lightning, and then also the lightning has little, spots that stick around. Lightning has an AoE, and it's, just the hell all over the place. We need to level up our Attract Orb, I think, because we're gonna be leaving a lot of cards on that table. Dun, 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 dun. Got more health regen, which I think we absolutely will not need. I think we might not have gotten hit this whole time. Oh, there's another magnet. So, hey, let's level up Fiera. And the track door, yeah. Like I said, we should. What's the closest thing? Oh, right, there's the shop over there. We haven't been to the shop. I usually don't. But fuck it, let's go check it out. We're like full up on our... Like, we don't have any more active slots right now. I wonder if he'll actually sell us anything. Please get down. Please, giant werewolf. Please, giant werewolf. Thank you. More empty tome, which reduces our cooldown. I don't know if I said that previously. And the Fiera's all leveled up, so let's take as many Aether Sparrow upgrades as we can until we get to the end of it. And actually, if we can get this bat to drop a treasure chest real quick. Yeah, so... just get you to reroll real quick. So we can try and get more Aether Sparrow level ups, which we did. Roll again? No, I didn't get there this time. Let's, take a magic wand, that's closest to being leveled up. I really like these. I don't know if they're supposed to be mummies or mudmen. I think mummies, I think that's wrappings that's falling off of them. I don't know, I'm looking a lot more closely now at the enemy designs. Which I guess when I was playing before, it was something I just sort of skipped over a lot. Like, I was doing the thing, right, where that thing I say that I like to do in games where the entire game is played a very small parameter around my actual character, and just managing everything that happens in that space and letting everything else sort of take care of itself. I've been trying to have a wider view. really? Oh, I might as well take this since we got another chest over there. More HP regen. Take that magic wand. Okay, that's the last Aphid Sparrow, so hopefully we're gonna hit this and it'll... Oh hey, we got 3 at once! Hopefully this is gonna give us our evolution. Yep, there it is. I forget what the hell it's called. Wait for it to come up. Phieraggi. Phieraggi. And then more tiramisu and the magic wand. What does the trigger discipline do? No. Oh, right, it does that. Instead of having guns that go in the 4 orthogonal directions, it is now an 8-pointed star of light that flares out from us every half a second or so. Yeah, so the ending stages of a Vampire Survivors run become a little visually hectic. Let's check Rune Tracer. Fuck it. We need... not need, but we have room for one more active item, like I said. And I like Rune Tracer. It's a little thingy that just bounces off of enemies and trees alike. And walls. It's just there's not walls in this level. Oh, hang on, we're starting to get a little crowded. Let's take the empty tome so that the star peels itself off more often. And yeah, let's just keep doing that, I think. I think cooldown reduction is where it's at right now. Cooldown reduction? Babe, that's so in. Being able to start again faster? Oh yeah, it's to the point now, our cooldown, where the bright star does not go away. It's just there. Constantly peeling at the flesh of all of these undeads coming at us. And bats. There's bats also. Oh hey, and our wand leveled up to... oh, I don't even remember what it's called. Holy Wand. Fires with no delay. So now that's just going constantly as opposed to being a little, like, 2 or 3 round burst. Fire Wand. I forget what evolves with Rune Tracer. It sort of doesn't matter because we don't have any room for passive weapons right now. Unless it's one of the things that's on the field. That might be the case. No, Rune Tracer evolves with armor, and we don't have access to armor on the field, which is a shame. Pardon me. Yeah, so let's level up the stuff we know can evolve, and then we'll let Rune Tracer catch up a little bit. Yeah, it's just kind of visually a mess. There's so many damage numbers, fires happening and bouncing. This glowing shit. What do we want to pick up? Oh, well, first of all, there's a chest over here. I think that's the Arcana chest. I just completely missed it dropping because, again, all of the visual interest is starting to build up. Jail of Crystal. What's the weapon projectiles have a chance to freeze enemies? Divine Bloodline doesn't do anything for us. Lost of Fountain Painting doesn't do anything for us. Silent Old Sanctuary doesn't really do anything for us. Let's take Jail of Crystal, because we have two things that can freeze now. And we have a regular treasure chest. Which gives us one more Rune Tracer, because we haven't leveled up Fire Wand enough to let it evolve. Let's go for the Clover over there, why not? It'll up our luck, which does a variety of things. But mostly affects loot drops. So in the same way that I had a pretty pretty ideal run of RoboQuest on Monday, this is pretty much exactly how I want a round of Vampire Survivor to go. It is just beautiful visual chaos. Oop, a treasure chest dropped back here that I didn't notice. I think I got it before I got too far away. Grab a Rune Tracer. Oh, that was a fun noise. I'll deal with that in a moment. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of weapons in this slot machine roll that I haven't seen before. Oh, no. Not the, Oh, that is the Fire Wand. Passes through enemies. Now, instead of fire, it shoots massive fucking balls of magma. Like, continuously all the time. And they also bounce. Where did it go? Okay. I lost the arrow with the clover on it for just a second. It's still down over there to our bottom left. Oh, okay. So we finally leveled up everything we have possible to level up. But you still gain experience, so it gives you a choice. You can either get a big coin bag to add 25 gold to your coins, or a chicken to restore 30 health. We don't need to restore health because we are doing a lot of lifesteal and also nothing can get near us. So let's take big coin bag. That'll end in a second when we go get this clover, because then we'll have something else to level up. And we'll have the choice to do that again. I think. Unless choosing always the way I just did fucks it up. You never know. There was a... Ooh! Here's a 5. You might be saying, but there are only 3 slots. Oh no, here they come. The next 2. We got so much money and then a box of chocolates, whatever that does, I forget. Allows you to choose any unlocked base weapon. Okay. No, don't skip. We can actually just pick anything. So since we're going for the Clover, let's have a real quick look at what combos with Clover. Required for the evolution of Cross. So let's take Cross then. Oh, that makes sense, because they both have 4, like, points jutting out from the central thing. Sorry, I just brought up the wiki real quick. Which apparently they released an official wiki recently, which is something I learned when I re-downloaded it for this stream. Let's bring up the other thing so that's not being on the lag and making me feel nervous about it being on the lag. Did I miss the Clover? Nope, it's just... we're just a little bit closer, so it's changing position from southwest of us to south. We're just gonna keep walking that way. Almost there, I think, yeah. I got a little bit in the zone. The zone where you're just sort of walking and losing yourself in the effects. Okay, let's just grab more cross. Let's actually just leave that treasure chest right there because we'll be able to, like with as many folks as are spawning around us right now, we're going to get enough experience to level up that cross all the way real quick. I sort of haven't been bothering to narrate the makeup of the waves, except in special cases, because it's honestly just a lot happening all at once. Is that all of it? We could level up the Clover one more time, and I can't remember if you need the passive weapon leveled completely too, so let's not take chances because we're right here. Might as well. And now we have a Mystic Sword. So where the cross, much like the cross in Castlevania, I didn't talk about it at all, just goes out in front of you a little ways and then swings back behind you. The sword does that, but again, constantly, all the time, forever. We're just gonna crush all of these. It's gonna be okay. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 29 minutes. No wonder it's so frantic. We have exactly 1 minute left before the round ends, is how I'm gonna phrase that. This is fun, but I'm starting to wonder if it was a mistake to play this as a stream game, because in much the same way that, like, RoboQuest is, this is one of my brain off, I need to just sort of have flashing lights and sounds in front of me like a toddler kind of game. It's not that, right? It's more complicated than that. Games like this that do how do I want to phrase that idea? Games that cause you to use more of your brain's processing power are good for, like, well, we got another weapon selection. Oh, they're giving us one of the upgraded ones too, huh? Wow. Okay. Do we want to just... do we want to take Gorgeous Moon? Is that the world I want to live in? I don't think so. Let's grab Unholy Vespers. Normally you would have a Bible that rotates around you and then upgrade it to this. But now we have, in addition to the healing field that surrounds us, a secondary boundary field that's made of infernal runes. We have it for all of 5 seconds before this round ends, so enjoy, I guess. It explodes, and then the devil comes. Not the devil. The Grim Reaper comes for us instantly. Tracking, unkillable. It's gonna say stage completed a couple of times while I keep using my revives to get an extra 6 seconds or so out of this round, just for more gold, I guess. So you can kill the Grim Reaper. It's just one of these things where it takes a pretty specific, not a pretty specific build, but it takes you doing some other things. Collecting and evolving a specific weapon that makes that freezes the Grim Reaper in place for long enough for you to get in enough damage, which I didn't bother to do. But it raises the round time to like 60 seconds, or 60 minutes rather, and then another Grim Reaper comes for you that actually is unkillable. So yeah, Vampire Survivors. Let's just kick up another one. Let's find someone I like never play with, like Leda, who is just a ball with a torso sticking out of it. But they start with the upgraded magic wand, so that's good. So there's a bunch of weapons, a bunch of characters that are still, like, locked off. And I don't know what some of these unlock conditions mean. I'd very much like to. Let's take... the crewmate, the engineer, the ghost, the shapeshifter, the horse, Bill of Contra. Now let's start with Bill of Contra and just go to the inlaid library. That'll be good, I think, because it's just back and forth. Bill should be used to that from being a Contra and all. And I think none of these... Oh, no, I'm wrong. This is weapon projectiles explode on impact, light sources explode, a character explodes when damaged. Does anything else interact with Bill's machine gun, a very specific weapon? Listed weapons get +1 amount, the character's main weapon, pardon, in its evolution gain 3 amount instead. I think that works for basically everyone. Let's take the explodey thing. Where'd it go? There it is, Heart of Fire. So, Bill's weapon. Do we want to take the whip? Yeah, let's take stuff I don't usually take. I just had a whole run with garlic. So let's grab the whip, which whips in front of you and behind you every couple seconds. And... let's take the other whip also, I guess. Is there something you get special for having both whips? The second whip does a few very fast whips out in front of you as opposed to going from in front behind. Wings that move you faster? Wings that move you faster, I think. The thing I like about Vampire Survivors is that it's very good at telling you the information you need, right? It's very good at showing you what evolves with what and what needs to... I'm sorry, I got lost in the middle of a sentence. It's very good at telling you what you need to evolve with what and how far you have to go. Which is nice. I like the fact that it has a wiki available, but it does a pretty good job of giving you most of the information you need straight up front. Oh, it's just called the long gun. Oh, right, because we're Bill from Contra, we can also get pickups that are Contra-based. The crown. I don't know what they do, because I did not play Contra very much. Certainly not enough to know what the health ups, not health ups, but the pickups do. Power ups? That's the word I wanted. Yeah, so Inlaid Library, unlike the first level, which was Mad Forest, I don't think I said that, which is just like a big open empty forest with a couple of trees. Inlaid Library is a hall, quite narrow vertically. Not quite narrow, there's plenty of room to move, but it's bounded very specifically at the top and bottom by bookshelves. So it's mostly just a very, very long, pretty wide hallway with stuff at either end. I decided to just walk to the right because that's what video games train you to do. Up and to the right. From Thomas Was Alone, right? Love Thomas Was Alone. I should play Thomas Was Alone. Again, I don't know if I should do it on stream necessarily, but I should definitely play it again. It's been a while. Get out of here, please. Giant mummy, please. I'm busy. Thank you. We'll grab this whip. We will grab this crown. And what the hell does the stone mask do? It raises your coins or something. Yeah. I don't even remember if that levels with anything. Well, we got more stone mask in that treasure chest. Let's look at the grimoire real quick. It is not saying what long gun evolves with, so I guess it doesn't evolve. Crown evolves with pentagram. That might be fun if we get there. Oh, okay. So the secondary whip we have does evolve with the other whip. It's just we have to evolve the other whip first. And for that we need Empty Heart. Which I don't think there's one of those on the field, so we're just going to have to pull it out of a level up. We'll keep an eye open. None of those. Reroll. Actually, since we're trying to direct our randomness, we can use Vanish to just send a level up choice out of the deck entirely so that it just doesn't come up anymore, and that makes everything else have that just little bit extra chance to come up more. And I don't think Axe is very good for Inlaid Library, so let's banish the Axe. It means we don't get a level up this turn, because we're choosing to do something that's slightly game-breaking instead. Not game-breaking, I guess, but something that's still a reward in itself. Keep leveling up the long gun, because it doesn't evolve with anything, so let's just make it as powerful as it possibly can be. Crown, wings, clover. Let's just more crown. We should take pentagram if we have the option to. Because I really like moon sigil or whatever it's called, the thing that you get from that. It's silly, and honestly it feels busted. It takes a while to start really popping off, but once it starts really popping off, it just doesn't stop. Like a Pringle, it does not stop popping once it begins popping. That's Pringle's famous tagline: you cannot possibly stop the popping. Everyone knows it. Everyone's heard the big Pringle man say it with the mustache. You simply cannot stop popping, he says in all the commercials. Voice of a generation, what it is. I guess I don't want to get too far from that treasure chest, because, again, this is a linear hallway, and I'm just going to get further and further away from it. There's no option to, like, diagonalize it. Diagonalize is a word I've just invented. I hope that you enjoy it. I made it for you. Weapon power-up. While with a random equipped weapon gives +1 revival, does not occupy a weapon slot. Sounds good. It leveled up the whip, which was one of our other options and the one I was going to take if I didn't take that, so a little bit of a zero-sum game, but that's fine. Is that the last whip upgrade? I think it might be. Yep, whip is fully upgraded. Now we just need to find the empty hearts so that it can evolve. Oh, no, get away. You explode. You explode when you come near to me. I like these little skeletons in the purple tatters, I guess, holding onto their heads as they just sort of come at you. I guess they probably need the head to see, right? I was kind of wondering why they didn't just like leave the head behind so they could have two hands to use the sword they're holding. But I guess you need to see if you're a skeleton, and if you are a skeleton, then for some reason the head is where you're seeing is still. Oh, that's so much stuff. Let's reroll it. Level up the other whip, sure. So, here's the thing about some of the field items. There's a couple of them that are special. There's a pair of rings, and there's a pair of clock hands. And if you get both of the rings or both of the clock hands, they evolve into a special thing that makes more advanced vampire surviving easier to do. The thing about them is that they are guarded by one of these fuckers each. It's just a big cloak with a mask on top of it with so much fucking health. Just the most health you've ever seen in your life. I've sort of just been unloading the heavy machine gun directly into them for like a really long time now. They are still just... They're still just hanging out. Oop, Summon Knight, Ventusoptero. Alright, so if I let you chase me all the way back to the left, I won't be able to pick up the things I need to pick up, so... Actually, I guess not need. The things that are over this way are the clock hand and the ring for this side, and they're actually not even the ones that do positive things. Oops, whoops. So let's just level up Crown. We have so much room for active stuff still. Yep, let's keep leveling up that good old-fashioned whip. Give me that old-time whip. It's good enough for me. Round. Ventusoptero. Oop. I do remember you. It's a lion's head with a bunch of wings attached to it. Ooh. getting 3 out of the chest. All of them at the Sakura. I guess we actually don't have other stuff to upgrade. Like, yeah, we have not taken a lot of, like, weapons. Most of them are, and most of the ones we have are fully leveled up by now. So, yep. Need to diversify just a little bit. Oh, hey, there we go. Finally killed the mask thing. It drops an egg. It gives me plus 0.01 might permanently. It sort of doesn't... The fuck are you? Okay. Sure. Prototype A, the evolved long gun, but it looks like a jet. Oh, we just have Gradius options following us now. They're little tiny jets that are shooting absolutely massive streams of bullets. I love that for us. Wings and wings. And... Magic Wand. Shadow Opinion creates damaging zones when moving, strikes when stopping. I actually really dislike this weapon. Oh, Armadillo allows you to choose an extra passive weapon. Let's take that so we don't have to, like, rely on getting Hollow Heart. We can just get Hollow Heart. Wow, this is a hell of a level up. It is just letting me go over and over again. That happens sometimes. When you level up, it'll kick over a luck-based thing that lets you level up again. But that was like 6 in a row or something. Untenable. Lightly busted. Oh, there's another Arcana. From the counterpart, let's weapon projectile gain 3 bounces. Let's reroll. A chance to freeze enemies, gain up to 3 bounces. Every 2 minutes attracts all standard stage items, pickups, and light sources towards the character. I don't hate that. Now let's take Freeze. Freeze is just very good. Especially once you start getting in there against, like, much larger things. Oh, okay, there's the level up for the first whip. It's called the Bloody Tear, because, of course, it is. This game wears its Castlevania influences on its sleeve, up to the point that it does indeed have that Castlevania DLC. So finally there's a fucking vampire in Vampire Survivors. Because there hadn't been before now. Most of those characters you see are not vampires. Let's take a new thing then. Take Spell Tree, sure. Alright, you can keep doing that, I guess. Do you want to take Clock Lancet? I don't think I do. Hollow Heart. Actually, I guess we don't need to be too diligent about upgrading Hollow Heart now that now that the whip's leveled up. It'll be like the second that we get a new treasure chest that we can hopefully upgrade the 2 whips into one much bigger whip. So we got to the ring, which again is guarded by one of these big mask bucks. Here's the thing about that is that I'm now outputting just a ludicrous amount of damage. So this would actually be handleable much quicker. Actually, let's grab this treasure chest. And that... So that's the upgraded whip. I don't think I've ever actually seen it before. I'm trying to decide what this art looks like. Because it sort of looks like a Doom Cacodemon. It is kind of a purple mass. What does it do? Oh, okay. It sends out a whip in every direction. Instead of just the two. Great. Oh, yeah. So we took care of that mask buck. Not instantly, but like with the alacrity of a regular boss as opposed to, damn, okay. Let's take Spell Strike to upgrade with Spell Stream. But got that done really quickly. Now we get another egg. 0.1 armor. They're permanent buffs, like, going even beyond this, like, round. So that's cool. It's just that they're very, very minuscule, so that you can't just, like, sit there and grind them, right? I mean, I guess you could sit there and grind them. It would just take forever. Not everybody has forever. I am not very excited about the Dove or the Among Us report or the Saint Javelin. Duration affects a mount to deal critical damage. Actually, I'll tell you what, I haven't actually seen the Santa Javelin go off. Oh, and we got the Evolve for it immediately, so that's great. Let's do that. That was another one. We got like 5 upgrades off one level. That's nice. Being just swarmed by Medusa heads. Oh, and then a whole Medusa. A whole real Medusa. You remember from Greece? There we go. Bye, Medusa. Maybe should have, maybe should have left that treasure chest alone and then leveled up the javelin some more. Yeah. Let's just try and get the javelin all the way up before we go ahead and pick up another factory sealed treasure chest. I don't know why I called it factory sealed. Because it was fun. Because it was fun and I enjoyed doing it. No one's popped into the live chat yet. That's okay. I don't ever really expect it. This is kind of just my me time. And because it's my me time, I want to keep my door open. Because I like hanging out with people. If you are watching this on the VOD, I hope that you're having a good day, whatever time it is right now, where you are. Go look outside the window, see how bright it is. I'll wait. Right? Rush. We're just gonna go back a little bit. Actually, like, there's nothing further to the right, so let's just, like, turn back the other way. It'll give us the opportunity to pick up, like, all of the, not all of, but a lot of the experience gems we missed, and try and get... We have a whole bunch of stuff to level up, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Here comes the magnet. We're just gonna keep walking back to the left, and it's gonna keep filling us full of stuff. Do you want to take a coin bag? Yeah, let's just take a coin bag. Oh, I was gonna wait for the javelin to be done, but the javelin is done, apparently. I had such a hard time not reading that as Sapphic Cry. Seraphic Cry. Ooh-wah. Do you want to take this ring? I forget even what it does. I just remember it's not the positive one. No, it just says with Lancet. No, never mind then. Yeah, so you have the two... What is it? Is it the two rings and then the clock Lancet? It creates a constant freezing zone around you. That is one of the easier ways to get rid of the Grim Reaper when the Grim Reaper comes for you. What does this do? Channels dark powers to curse the bearer. No, I want the other one, the one that blesses, and that's on the other side. On the left-hand path? Is that the joke I want to make? I think it is. Oop. No. Get away from me, explodey things. Oh, right. We picked up a treasure chest, but also we've leveled up everything, so there's not... anything for the treasure chest to have in it. Oh, hey, Gold Fever. You might notice we have a golden bar at the bottom that's slowly ticking down, or quickly ticking down, rather. It refills when we kill a certain degree of these straggling enemies, and as long as that bar keeps going up, so too does the amount of cash we're earning. Can we get up to over 1,000? I think we can get up to over 1,000. Yeah, there's over 1,000. How... How far can we push this? Because I usually don't do very well with this, but we're in the middle of like a pretty good wave for it and have quite powerful weapons. We're stopping at like 1,300. That's a lot. We just like tripled our money. Oh, but we walked past the Arcana chest while we were doing that. Hang on. Let's go back. Chaos in the Dark Knight, Mad Groove, Wicked Season, Silent Hold, Sanctuary. Let us re-roll these. We'll just take Beginning. Because it makes the Gravius option slightly better, and nothing else in that Arcana set excited me. We're just gonna keep walking our happy ass all the way. Oh, we're almost back to center. You can tell because here's the, in a moment, the shopkeeper. Do you have, shopkeeper, anything I need? I have 5,000 gold. There should be nothing that is out of... Oh, no, egg. Oh, right. I forgot that these were, like, unlock purchases. They weren't things that you could just get for the hell of it. Yeah, they're all sold out. The only thing we can buy with our money right now is this golden egg. It's 10,000. It's just like the eggs we got off of the Master Bucks. They're, permanent stat upgrades for this character specifically, but small. On the other hand, it's, what, 10,000 gold? We currently have 299,000. There. Now we have much less money. Which is fine. I think there's not anything for us to buy in terms of, like the persistent upgrades outside of the game, of the levels rather. Maybe I should have a look. Maybe I should have had a look before I did all that. We're gonna shoot all of this down, I guess. They, like, kind of can't... Like, they're creating a wall of flesh. But it's not really doing much. Oh, hey. There's a whole bunch of witch ghosts. They're closing me in on all sides. Oh no, I am surrounded by hot witches. This is the worst thing. Should I have done content warnings for Vampire Survivor? Probably. Like, it's a violent video game to this degree. It's a auto shooter. I guess there are undeads, like I've been saying. Desecration of Grave, that's not a thing. Flashing lights, incredible amounts of flashing lights. It gets much worse than this. I've actually been kind of trying to avoid the ones that do too much flashy. Because they can get a little upsetting even for me sometimes. Oop, hang on. Some sort of bog hag. Get out of here, bog hag. There we go. And just sweep this shit back and forth. The big bats are here. No, we're just taking them out too. Having the Spellweaver, or whatever the fuck it's called, is really doing something. Shouldn't that have leveled up? Oh no, you need the other S-rank thing too. You need 3 to evolve the Spell Spinner, Spellweaver stuff. Crud, I wish I had remembered that. I might have taken something else. Channel dark powers to protect the bearer. Yes, please and thank you. That is what I wanted. In the meantime, let us take out this terrible mask and a robe. There we go. Now we're just gonna keep leveling that up. How much time we got? We're 26 minutes in. So only about, what, 3 minutes left before Death shows up. I wonder if we can take out that 4th Mascarin before the timer runs out. I'd like that a lot. Here we go. Now let's just absolutely fucking wail on you. You should go down well within time, but I want to make sure. I think it's an achievement that I've already gotten. But it does just feel nice to do. I might as well take the ring wherever it went to. Oh, it's right here. Where with clock lances. So the clock hand I just got increases max health and health regeneration, and this ring increases rate of fire and base area of your attacks. The other ones, the ones that we didn't take on the right side, are negatives. I can't remember what they do specifically because I almost never pick them up because they're negatives, unless I'm trying specifically to do the advanced shit that is designed to let you do well. Damn, just everything's dropping 20s now. It's okay, we only have to survive for another, like, 30 seconds. That'll be okay. Oh, I said 30, now it's 30. I was rounding again and remembered why that's bad to do in a situation like this specifically. It's okay, we'll just tuck ourselves into this corner. We have plenty of time and space. We have 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That's so many motherfuckers. Okay. Great, and then we get killed by death and get to revive a couple times, but yeah. Successful run. New achievement, 15 minutes with Bill Reiser and evolve the long gun. Unlocks Lance. Oh yeah. So. It is, 10:15. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Oh! Hello, didn't see you come in. It's a lot, is the game. It's a lot of game. Yeah, so sorry to have only seen you when we're going to break, but we are, because I need to stand up and get some water because I've been talking for the last 2 hours. I suggest you do whatever self-care is useful to you. Do a stretch, get some water, have a snack, take your meds if it's time for you to take your meds. While we're on break, it might be a good opportunity to go to your social media of choice and check out the mutual aid hashtags that exist there. Boost some stuff if you boost some stuff to get it in front of more eyes. And if you have a little extra money yourself, try and put it towards someone who needs it more, because the only way we get out of this is through. The only way we get through this is together. Everything? Yeah. It's going to be quiet because there's no title music for Vampire Survivors. So it's just going to be quiet for a little while. Yeah. See you in 3 to 5 minutes or so. Hey, I'm back. Lemon flavored battery. I should have saved the crack for the stream. I should have saved the crack of the can. Pardon me. That please don't take that out of context. I've literally never done stimulants in my life, except for this caffeine that I'm currently having. But I should have saved the cracking of the can. Just decided to pop in while we're killing time at work. Yeah, I feel that. So I think we're just gonna do the one more. Because these get quite long. Let's do we want to take an Amogus? Do we want to take one of the Amoguses? Boon Marabibio. Oh, right. X-Dash, Titio. Let's take Titio. So, here's the thing about Titio is this is what Titio looks like. This is what the panel looks like when you unlock Titio. It's a question mark with a little face in the middle of it, and the... You know, because it's random, right? Because Titio starts with a random weapon and random starting statistics. Let's go to Capelia... No, I don't want to go to Capelia Magna. Let's go to the dairy plant. I'll just go right down the list. But the thing about it is that that's just actually what they look like. So, now we have a question mark with a little face in it. It has an up-down walk cycle that only advances when you're moving. So you can see it squash. I like it very much. I like that this team, I do not remember the name of the devs, I apologize, decided to just make this unbelievably silly joke. Like, the random character could have looked like anything, and instead it looks like a question mark with a little face in it. I took, Ferengi, or whatever she's called, the red cross gun again. So we can try and get the big massive star attack, because that worked out really, really well for us. Well, there's Tiramisu, and we need that for it, so... Do we want to try and do the 3 S's, the spell stream, the spell bark, and the other thing? The main, the mother, and the crone. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. Let's just take the clover. Let's get lucky. We're up all night to shoot some. We're up all night for big fun. We're up all night for vampires. We're up all night to get lucky. Yes. I did get a clover, thank you. I would like to get off of the screen. Oh, there's Eighth the Sparrow. Hey. Absolutely made it happen. So, we're gonna have, our great big, light star once we're done with this. So, here's the thing about the, dairy factory. So, oh, I should take both of these, actually, but I can't. So, there's the... Mad Forest was a big open area. Inlaid Library was a very tight, not very tight, but a tight hallway to the left and right without a lot of verticality. This sort of splits the difference between the two. The area is big and open, but there's also lots of walls and things to bounce off of to stop your progress. There's also, like, stage hazards. So, what do we want? Let's take spinach. So there's these train tracks. If they have a cart on one side of them, then you can shoot at it and it will push the cart and destroy things that are in the cart's way. Or you can get the cart shoved at you by an enemy. And then there's these little sigils on the ground. And the little sigils on the ground activate when you hit them. And mostly what they do is summon a whole bunch of enemies at once. Just like this. Now, that was a bad idea to do just now, but once you've actually, like, gotten a whole bunch of level ups under your belt, do you want to take Clock Lancet? No, I don't want to take Clock Lancet. Let's not do that. In fact, let's reroll this whole setup. A tractor, perfect. Once you've managed to get a bunch of level ups and are outputting a pretty good amount of damage, then that goes from a summon enemy trap button into a free XP button. Song of Mana, I don't want to take that. Song of Mana interplays with the spell wand thing. And when it's done, it creates a massive particle effect storm that takes up literally the entire screen the whole time. I said before I was trying to avoid some of the weapon combos that create very flashy effects, because the game does, by the way, start with a photosensitive warning. And it is good for it to do that. Hang on, I can get there. Well, Silver Wind was the thing that I thought I wouldn't get. Oh well, reroll. Firewall. More Fire Wand. Fire Wand goes in every spot. I like the little milk ghosts. Which is, I think, canonically what they are. Santa Javelin? Yes, actually, because we didn't get to fully level up the Santa Javelin in the library, so let's go ahead and do that now. And here's the thing you need to understand about the milk ghost, right? Is that they're made of milk. It's not any other dripping white substance that you might be aware of. It's just milk. It's a milk factory. What else would it be? Uh-oh. We have... Oh, no, that's fine. I was about to say it looks like a whole bunch of things spawned in a ring around us, but no, it's the little, like, bone turret things. They're actually quite easy to take out, it's just they're like that. Over there, turreting. Keeping itself stationary and unassailable. Oh, hang on. Come back here. Da-da-da-da. Ping. These are some really thick lizardmen. They're just taking all the damage I can hand to them. Let's get it. Oh, there we are. We haven't been doing fantastic on the getting level up side of things, I don't think. I say that. Like, the Fire Wand's almost completely leveled up. It's just, I would have liked more of those levels to go towards, our big gun. Well, there we go. We'll just hand 8 another level right there. Right, these are the Milk Elementals you've heard about from James Stephanie Sterling, writer of their entire bestiary, I think, in Vampire Survivors. I could have that wrong. I remember that they were hired to do flavor text that included the bestiary. And that made people mad because they said that a character that no one had ever thought about the backstory of before was trans, and suddenly that was a big problem for some reason. I'll give you a hint, it's because people are bigoted. Oh, do you want to take Duplicator? Yeah, Duplicator's good for basically everything. And especially everything we have, because it's like Fire Wand and the wing guns. And the many, many javelins. Well, I need, I think, one more level up on that Fire Wand before we can upgrade it. Hey, there we go. Yup, there it is. Fire Wand has evolved into Hellfire. Please eat these delicious meteors. Is there anything on the... Oop. Ooh, what do we want to take off of that? Well, we're going to take Fear the Tupelo. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I just said I wanted to level up the big gun, so let's level up the big gun. And let's just go ahead and take that second level of Duplicator so that we can get it out of our upgrade pool. I always try and upgrade the thing that's closest to upgrading if I can. unless, you know, there's some specific reason why that's not the best play, because just getting something out of the... Oops. Zaps through that and didn't mean to. Just getting something out of the level up pool is nice. Makes it more likely that the things you want to show up will show up. We got spinach and a couple more upgrades for the javelin. Uh-oh, is that just how I say 3-syllable words now? I need to examine that. What's the next thing that's gonna get leveled up? No, we're still basically just working on the biggest guns. At this point, we might as well just take this. We're not close enough to level up to be waiting around on this. Just leave that treasure chest hanging around. Sometimes I just forget the words that's supposed to come next in a sentence. Spinach. Just straight ahead more damage. Everyone loves straight ahead more damage. We only have one more passive space. And that's fine, because there's a lot of passives on the field. Like, you can see the candelabra over there on the right side, and then the wings that we passed by a little while ago over to our north. What's great about that is that once you are full up on your item slots, like how we have one more passive item slot, if you have all of your item slots full and then you go and pick up a passive item, say, off of the field, then you get that also. It gives you over... it lets you have it even if you do not have other slots left. So, that is wonderful. You can just sort of keep stacking them if you want. You want to take the Bible? What does the Bible evolve with? I wish I could see that from this screen, but I can't. So let's look at King Bible Vampire Survivors. It is weapon. It's the starting weapon of Dom Mario, the brother of Sub Luigi. It can be evolved in Unholy Vespers with Spellbinder. Which one's Spellbinder? Oh, the one that looks like that. I never remember what it's called because it doesn't fucking look like anything. I guess it's supposed to be a book? With, like, golden clasps off the side of it. You can't see what I'm looking at, sorry. Let's just take... Meat. You know what, let's try and get Spellbinder, because honestly having that, Unholy Vespers outer ring is going to be super useful. Oh, hey, there it is right there. Let's take it to make sure that we don't have to fucking hunt for it. And then we can get that last level of Fiera. I'm gonna keep messing that name up. I know that I'm doing it, I'm very sorry. Anyway, that's fully evolved. We only need a couple more levels of Sparrow to be able to upgrade that and then make this whole assemblage sing. Well, not like that. Oh, that's not even a regular... Right, that's the Arcana chest. Let's take the Arcana chest. We can take a Wake, which gives us a whole bunch of revivals. Out of Bounds, which freezing enemies generates explosions. No. Listed weapons come with a counterpart. I don't think so. Silent Old Sanctuary, let's just re-roll these. Listed weapon projectiles generate explosions when they expire. Yes. That is exactly the thing I wish to happen. I only need one more level at Sparrow, and then I can evolve. Hang on. We're surrounded by fuckers, and everyone's dropping green crystals, so hey, there we go. There's the last one. Come over here. I wish to dazzle my enemies. The Union of Fear, the Tuflo and 8th Sparrow, scales with the revivals. It does that. More Saint Javelins. We could have taken the cat. I don't think I want to. Lightning Ring. Oh, we already have Duplicator also, so yeah, that's great. We already have the thing that evolves with it, so all we need to do is just get it bigger. I would love a magnet. Is there one on the field that I can see? Yeah, right over there to the right and down a little ways. Oh, I think this is the first time I've ever noticed us being at, like, less than full health. We are at half health, in fact. Contemporaries is a word, I guess. Sorry, that thought wasn't about this. Lightning Ring? Yeah. More Lightning Ring? Absolutely. No, I was about to say a thing and then realized why I shouldn't say that thing. It was a WWE deal. The reason I'm quiet is that I'm sitting here thinking, do I really want to go into that whole sorted mess? And right at the moment I don't. I don't feel like making that happen. Better wrestling news. I just listen to the... Holy shit, how many levels up are you gonna give me off this? So many, apparently. I should get Crowd Maximum Luck. The New Day has a new theme. I tend to stay away from WWE content generally, but... New Day. They're great. I guess they're heels now. The theme certainly makes them appear like they're heels, and it kicks. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit this free XP button. We just have a whole line of them if we want them. I guess not all of them activate at the same time. Wow, okay. Let's level up that lightning ring, because that's the final level up for the lightning ring. Now we just need to convince someone to drop a treasure chest. Pardon me, my friends. Can any of you spare me a treasure chest? It is my lightning ring. He is very sick. He must evolve. Wrestler whose gimmick is being a toe instead of a heel. So there's a hand in WWE, canonically. A wrestler who's just a giant... I'm sorry, they're not a wrestler, but they are an established character that is a giant hand. So I'm going to tell this while we're going. There was this... There's this wrestler called Mae Young. I think she's no longer with us. But she was a very accomplished wrestler in her day in the old what the fuck word do I want? In the sort of independent promotion days before WWE consolidated everything, right? And yeah, was very accomplished during that time, and came back into WWE when she was much older as sort of a comedy manager character. And one of the things that people remember her most for, because, yeah, obviously they would, is a stretch where she was dating Mark Henry, sexual chocolate Mark Henry. Where it was heavily implied that she was kind of wearing him down to death. And then she got pregnant. And I've talked a little bit about like weddings in professional wrestling and how those always end badly. Pregnancies are worse if they're an angle, because at the end of a pregnancy, you're supposed to have a baby, but if you're just doing a gimmick, then you have to fix that somehow. And if you're not willing to adopt for kayfabe, you do something like WWE did, where Mae Young is professed to be pregnant with Mark Henry's child for like a month or two. And then they have a dramatic birthing scene where she just pops a hand covered in goo out of her forbidden lowdown. And everyone says, let's give her a hand. And then that's the end of that storyline. So that's wild, and I understand that that's wild. I am presenting it to you as a wild thing on purpose. But here's the thing, like 10 years later, Mae Young comes back for like a anniversary thing. Was it Raw 100? It might have been. Or 1000 math. But she comes back and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's great to see everyone again. Have you met my son?" And she like gestures to a man in a costume hand outfit where like his face is coming out of the palm, like you'd get at a Spirit Halloween if for some reason you wanted to dress as just a hand for Halloween. I love professional wrestling. I do. And it is for shit like that. Relentless, persistent continuity. Every wrestler in the world is behind that curtain. You won't know until their music hits. Sometimes you do have to hand it to WWE. The WWE has done good stuff generally. It has done good stuff as a organization. I continue to not watch them because the person at the top of that organization is Vince McMahon, and he's terrible. So. It's one of these things where, like, he is the final say-so for anything that happens on Raw, right? So, like, there are writers, and sometimes those writers are given a good deal of autonomy to do the things they want to do. But if Vince gets a wild hair up his ass that he wants to do this specific thing, that's just the thing that's going to happen. One of my favorite lines, one of the things that just lives rent-free in my head is Kofi Kingston. So I just talked about the New Day. The New Day were really popular, and I think Vince didn't understand why. And it's because they were really, like, charming and charismatic, and were allowed to, like, hold off, and were allowed to, like, go out, write their own scripts, write their own bits, and perform them the way they wanted to perform them, like wrestlers used to do back in the Attitude Era. And so the New Day was going along at a pretty healthy clip. They were doing a really good job just, like, going out and doing the thing I said, being, like, wrestlers, being entertaining, putting forward their viewpoint, which was interesting. And then there was a segment on WWE where, who the fuck were their opponents? It was the Good Brothers, right? It was Gallows and Anderson. And Gallows and Anderson decided they would come out with the Old Day, which was just, like, a bunch of people in old person makeup made up to look like the New Day but older, and making really ageist jokes about, like, fiber and shit. And it was really bad. It was a really, really bad segment. And the next week on Raw, they, like, go out and do the New Day to the ring, and Kofi goes, well, Gallows and Anderson did a little thing. They thought they were going to make fun of us. Let's take a little bit of a look at that, and gestures up towards the Titantron as though to introduce the clip. And he just holds that position for a couple of seconds and goes, psych, we burned that footage. You are never going to see it again. And now we burned that footage is just a wonderful little piece of terminology that's never fucking leaving my brain. We can level up something, yeah? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, hang on. There's another one over here. We can level up the other thing we have to level up, whatever that is. Oh, right. Shadows of the Night. Baby, take my hand. We'll be alright. Surrender all your dreams to see tonight. We'll come through in the end. There we go. Echo Knight. Evolved Summon Knight. Also generates damaging zones below the character. I didn't talk about Shadow Knight at all. So every now and again, like, some spikes show up at the top of the screen and push down, and any enemies caught in them do that. Do that thing that enemies do when they take damage, and take damage. But now it's from the top and bottom, so we're just kind of creating a whole playfield full of Gronk. Oh, we're full up on our passives, so let's go over and grab that Candelabra while I'm thinking about it. And get a little bit of extra. Get a little bit of extra. We burned that footage as a hell of a line. You can probably find that fucking segment somewhere. You can definitely find that quote. It's one of these things where you can always tell when Vince has assumed direct control, right? This is the other fucking thing I like to harp on when I complain about Vince McMahon. So there was this thing at the time where Vince was in control of Raw and his son Shane was in control of SmackDown, which I believe was also the way that it was happening backstage. At the very least, the shows did have different teams of writers, and I believe that the showrunners broke down that way. So a thing happened on SmackDown where, I forget the exact details, but they needed to get Seth Rollins off of TV for a while, because I think he had a legitimate injury that wasn't like life-threatening or anything, but like needed to be taken care of before he did anything terribly strenuous. So what they did was they went and had a match, and Seth Rollins, like got bumped into a table or into a guardrail or something, and like pretended to be far more hurt than he was. And one of the ways that they sold that for TV is the ref did a thing that wrestling fans, hardcore wrestling fans, know that referees do, where they will take their arm. I was about to like pause to do it with my hands as though you could see it, but they take their hands and they put them in front of their chests and cross them at the wrists to make an X, and that is the WWE like internal signal for, hey, we're stopping this. It's people are actually getting hurt and we need to take actual care of that. But they're using it in kayfabe as a way to sell Seth Rollins' injury, and everyone was sort of like shocked by it, because that seems like a Rubicon you shouldn't cross, right? But that's what they did, and it did set like blogs and stuff on fire a little bit, because they were talking about, like I just did, how like it was sort of a really interesting artistic choice using that piece of insider knowledge against the fans, basically. And then I feel what happened, because of course I'm not internal to that decision in any way, but what it really feels like happened is that Vince saw all of that praise, went, oh, I can do that, and did a thing on Raw the week after where someone gets hurt and the ref like goes to check on them, sees that they're in quotes hurt, and laboriously walks to the front of the ring and puts the X sign up above their head in a big dramatic fashion. And it's like, you've done the thing, but you didn't really understand the assignment. We've heard about the NKFAB X sign being controversial, yeah. It is something we don't have a particularly strong opinion about in wrestling. Like, wrestling is a entertainment product, right? as much as I respect wrestlers for their athleticism and ability to perform with their bodies, it's entertainment. And that entertainment is meant to be directed at the home viewer. And as long as I think everybody within the situation understands that that's what we're doing, right? So then it's fine. As long as there's not any misunderstanding from the people whose, like, misunderstanding in that case actually matters. Like, maybe WWE absolutely wouldn't, because WWE has, like, Vince at the top of it, and Vince likes to pit people against each other. But like, that should extend to, like, the locker room, too. I remember really specifically Chris Jericho. How did this go down? Chris Jericho was gonna fight Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar, like, in real, because Brock Lesnar, like, busted Randy Orton open, and when Jericho asked him, hey, did you know that was gonna happen? Brock was just sort of, don't worry about it, that's not your business. And I don't know, whether or not you were negligent enough to hurt someone should maybe be the business of people you're going to be around. We got 30 seconds left. I think we can get out of it. We just need to not die. Okay, well, that wasn't the best button to hit at that moment. You just need to move around a little bit so that so that all of the space has, so that we can keep clearing out space. All right. Mercifully, we have been killed by the Grim Reaper. Oh, let's go ahead and revive. Oh, we can just cash out the revives? Yeah, let's just do that. I don't want to sit here and hit revive 50 more times. Alright. It is 11 o'clock. That's going to be that for us. Thanks for joining. Thank you to anyone who's watching this on the VOD. Like, or subscribe, or leave a comment, if you want to. I'm not your aggressively genderless parent. But it would be nice. Feedback's important. Where are we at? Anything else I need to say? Oh, so this is the end of this. These were my one-offs, the little buffer between our longer play experiences, because I just got done playing Fool's Errand. Starting on Monday, Remy will be back with Blasphemous. They will be playing all the way through Blasphemous, a roguelike about Catholicism, basically. That game is really good. That's going to be very fun to watch. I think that's everything. Yep. Love you. Have a good night. Keep safe out there. Oh, I quit that, but didn't quit the stream. Let's quit the stream.